Hey, you guys that was already know me. Credit score 800, doors opening wide. Interest rates lower, I'm approved with pride. Financial reputation, nothing left to hide. Excellent credit, that's my ride or die. Used to be a 550, couldn't get approved for nothing. Now my credit excellent, banks calling me like, what's good cousin? Paid my bills on time, kept my utilization low. Disputed all the errors, watch my credit score grow. 30% utilization, never maxing out my cards. Paying more than minimum, I'm playing chess, not cards. Building business credit, separate from personal regard. Credit score 800, I'm the financial guard. Mortgage rates at 3%, that's the pile. Good credit, car loans, business loans, everything I said it. What happened when I fixed my financial medic? No more predatory lending, my future's prophetic. They was charging 25%, now I'm at 4. That's the difference when your credit ain't poor. Saving thousands every year, opening every door. Credit score 800, can't ask for more. Taught my little cousin how to build his credit young. Authorized user status, got his credit sprung. Started with secured cards, see how it's done. By the time he's 25, his credit score ton. Credit mix important, loans and cards diverse. Keep accounts open, let the history work. Pay on time forever, that's the credit verse. Credit score 800, blessing not a curse. Build it, maintain it, protect it with your life. Credit score the key that cuts through financial strife. Open every opportunity, eliminate the stress and strife. Credit score 800, wealth without the knife.
Compound interest, watch it multiply division. Money making money, that's a beautiful decision. Time plus patience equals financial precision. Building wealth in silence, that's the winning condition. Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder facts. Money growing exponentially, no capture stats. Started small investments, now my portfolio stacks. Dividend payments rolling in, I'm sitting back relaxed. Index funds, mutual funds, bonds and CDs. Roth IRA, cooking, building generational keys. They spending on the Gucci, I'm investing in degrees. Real assets over liabilities is how I see.
Every dollar that I save is a soldier for tomorrow. While they flexing for the gram, I'm eliminating sorrow. Financial freedom closer every time I never borrow. Debt-free living, that's the path that I follow. Retirement at 40, looking realer every day. Automated investments taking money out my pay. Before I even see it, it's already put away. Discipline and patience, that's the only way to play.
Teach the youth the formula before they hit 18. Time and market beats time and keep your portfolio clean. Start early, stay consistent, watch your money convene. Compound interest working while you living out your dream. 30 years of patience turns thousands into millions. That's the power of the numbers, not the fake civilians who be capping on the internet. I'm building real billions off the strength of mathematics and my financial brilliance. Let it grow, let it stack, let it build over time. Compound interest working, turning pennies into dimes. This the science of wealth, not just some clever rhyme. Financial mathematics, that's how we rise and climb.
Growing up black and poor, that's a double sentence. Every corner store got bars, every block's a prison. Cops patrol like soldiers in the occupied land. Brown skin equals target, tell me you understand. Mama taught us pride, but the world taught us fear. Every time we left our house, never sure we reappear. Teachers wrote us out before we even said a word. Being poor and black meant our voices went unheard. Lunchroom more reduced, stomach growling through the class. Kids with both their parents laughing as we passed. Guidance counselor suggested trade school or the army. Never mentioned college like our minds weren't worthy. Projects like a cage, 20 stories high. Elevators broken so we climb toward the sky. Every floor is struggle, every door is story. Living in the ghetto, stripped away our glory. Watch my neighbors hustle just to keep the lights on. Single mothers working 3 jobs from dusk to dawn. Old men on the corner, dreams all dried up. Young boys on the block getting high and fired up. Marcus held my hand through the chaos and the noise. Said we're more than statistics, more than poor black boys. But the world kept pushing, kept us in our place. Hard to see tomorrow when despair's in your face.
In this concrete garden, nothing grows. Just pain and suffering that everybody knows. Born into a struggle we didn't choose. Playing a game that's made for us to lose. We lose, we lose. We lose, we lose. We lose, we lose. But we keep pushing forward. We keep holding on. Even in the darkness, searching for the dawn.
Stolen from the motherland, thrown on wooden ships. Packed like cargo in the hold, survival on their lips. Children torn from mothers on, families ripped apart. Branded like their property, fire burning dark. Middle passage horror, bodies in the sea. Millions lost their lives before they'd ever see the land where they be tortured for the color of their skin. 300 years of suffering, where do I begin? We remember all the pain, remember every scar and every chain. History can't be erased, we speak their name, fighting so it never happens again. Never again, no. Cotton fields from dawn to dusk, work until they bled. Whip for looking up too long or lifting up their head. Masters living lavish off the labor of the slaves. Build a nation's wealth upon their unmarked graves. Oh Lord, sold at auction blocks like animals on display. Husbands, wives, and children all scattered far away. No education, no rights, not even their own name. Just numbers in a ledger of America's shame. We remember all the pain, remember every scar and every chain. History can't be erased, we speak their name, fighting so it never happens again, never again. They sang spirituals in the night to keep that spirit strong. Codes hidden in the melodies, freedom was the song. Underground railroad running, Harry led away. Risking everything for one more soul to save. Resistance in the shadows, rebellions in the light. Turner, Prosevesi, standing up to fight. But the system kept on grinding, treating humans like machines. The coolest chapter written in American history scenes. We remember all the pain, remember every scar and every chain. History can't be erased, we speak their name, fighting so it never happens again, never again, no. Emancipation came but freedom wasn't really free. Jim Crow laws and terror lynching from the trees. Reconstruction promises were broken and betrayed. Sharecropping kept them trapped, just slavery remained. Generational trauma running through the bloodline still. Mass incarceration, modern chains that kill. We gotta learn the truth of what our ancestors endured, so we can build a future where humanity is pure. We remember all the pain, remember every scar and every chain. History can't be erased, we speak their name, fighting so it never happens again, never again, no. To To every soul who suffered, to every life they took, we want their stories written deeper than any history book. Deeper, deeper. We stand on your shoulders, we carry on your fight. From the darkness of the past, we're walking toward the light. Never forgotten, forever in our heart. The legacy lives on, we'll never let it part. Change it yesterday, but tomorrow we are free. Honoring your memory for all eternity. We remember all the pain. Remember every scar and every chain. History can't be erased. We speak their name. Fighting so it never happens again. Never again, no.
Peaceful villages where children used to play. Warriors and farmers living day by day. Then the raiders came with muskets and with chains, tearing families apart, inflicting so much pain. Dragged across the sand of dungeons by the cold, locked inside the darkness like they were living ghosts, waiting for the ships that would carry them away, far away from everything they knew, the endless slavery days. Stolen from our home, cast across the foam. We'll remember where we're from, till we find our way back home. Elders speaking wisdom, stories of the land. Griots singing history's generations plan. Now those voices silence, culture locked away. Language is forbidden, forced to work and pray. Kings and queens reduced to numbers and to slaves. Scholars, artists, mothers, all treated the same ways. Identity was stolen faster than the freedom fell. Trapped inside a nightmare, living in a hell. Stolen from our home, cast across the foam. Remember where we're from, till we find our way back home. Golden Ivory kingdoms, empires in the sun. Centuries of civilization now undone. European greed and triangular trade. Roaming guns and humans, profits being made. But in Congo, Ashanti, so many taken still. Millions shipped across the ocean against their will. The continent was bleeding, wounded to its core. While slavers kept on coming back for more. Stolen from our homes, cast across the foam. Remember where we're from, until we find our way back home. West African nations, Central, East and South. Stories passing secret, truth from mouth to mouth. They couldn't take our spirit, though they took our liberty. The memory of Africa lives eternally. DM remembers even when the names are gone. Ancestors are with us, their legacy lives on. From the stolen shores we carry forth the fight. Bringing back the culture, bringing back the light. From the motherland, the foreign sand, we still stand, hand in hand. Africa's children scattered but not broken down. One day we'll return to reclaim the crown. The crown.
Back on me. Back on
Packed into the bottom of the wooden slave ship tight. No room to stand or turn, no access to the light. Lying in their waste with disease spreading fast. Praying every moment wouldn't be their last. Children crying out for mothers they can't see. Men and women changing out their dignity. The smell of death surrounding every breath they take. How many souls can human cruelty break? Down below the dead, water's cold as death. Every single breath might be our last breath. Whoa. 2 months on the ocean, waves of agony. Sharks following the vessels through the open sea. Bodies thrown overboard, no burial, no grave. Just food for the predator, swimming in the waves. Some chose to resist by refusing all their food. Rather die with honor than endure the servitude. Captains broke their teeth to force them to eat, turning human beings into commodity meat.
Down below the deck, waters cold as death, every single breath, might be our last breath. Smallpox, dysentery, fevers running high. 15-20% would never survive. The ones who made it carry trauma in their soul. Memories of that journey took a heavy toll. Women violated, men beaten till they bled. Watching fellow captives dying, stacking up the dead. The transatlantic horror, history's darkest crime. His million lives lost during that time. Down below the deck, waters cold as death, every single breath, might be our last breath, whoa. I'm a statin zone, ships of misery. Captains throwing people overboard to claim insurance fee. Rebellions in the darkness, fighting for their life. Sinking when it's warriors, rising up to fight. But Moses had to suffer through the endless days, dreaming of their homeland in the watery haze. The middle passage stands as testament to pain. Oceans hold the memories of every soul in chains. Atlantic waters deep, where ancestors sleep. They sleep, their spirits we keep. In memories we weep. Never forgotten, 12 million strong. Your sacrifice lives on in every freedom song. Freedom song, yeah.
Venice city walls stood tall, architectural perfection. They stole our bronze but couldn't steal our resurrection. Overruled with wisdom, justice was the code. Now I'm walking in his footstep on this modern road. They said we had no history, no culture, no art, but our craftsmanship was legendary, played a vital part. Museums hold our treasures that they took by force, but the power's in my spirit, I'm reclaiming the source.
We were kings before the change, royalty in our DNA. Built empires, made it rain. They can't take that away. From the throne to the block, we rise from the pain. Black excellence never stops. Crown blood in our veins. Crown blood in our veins. Crown blood in our veins.
Bronze heads of kings displayed in foreign lands, but the spirit of the overflows through these hands. They plundered our kingdoms, tried to break our pride, but the legacy of greatness is something they can't hide. From the palace to the streets, I carry royal genes. My ancestors were warriors, inventors, and queens. Living in empire's glory, echoes through time. Now I'm standing on their shoulders, making this climb.
We were kings before the change, royalty in our DNA. Built empires, made it rain. They can't take that away. From the throne to the block, we rise from the pain. Black excellence never stops. Crown blood in our veins. Crown blood in our veins. Crown blood in our veins.
They colonized our nations, but they couldn't colonize our minds. The knowledge of our kingdoms is what history finds. I'm teaching young kings about the bronze and the glory, making sure they know the truth, the untold story. Oba's wisdom guides me as I navigate this life, facing modern struggles, dealing with the strife. But I know where I come from, royalties in my chest. Benning's legacy living on, I'm truly blessed. Bronze sculptures tell the tale of ancient might. Black excellence prevails, shining through the night. From Bennett's palace walls to the city streets, kings reclaim it all, victory sweet.
We were kings before the change, royalty in our DNA. Built empires, made it rain. They can't take that away. From the throne to the block, we rise from the pain. Black excellence never stops. Crown blood in our veins. Crown blood in our veins. Crown blood in our veins.
Yeah.
and Mark Vesey planning freedom in the Charleston night. Organized, thousand ready for the fight. But betrayal came before the day could arrive. 35 executed, crushed the hope to thrive. Gabriel Prosser had a plan in Virginia too. 1,000 slaves ready to break through. Thunderstorm delayed it, then the snitch exposed the plot. 26 were hanged, that's the justice that they got. We reached our breaking point, no longer disappointed. Rise up, fight back, we won't be exploited. Revolution in our veins, through our he aims, yeah. Nat Turner heard the voice of God inside his head. Led a rebellion with 55 whites in the dead. 2 days of freedom, terror spreading through the South. Massive fear, retribution from the slave's mouth. Response was brutal, 200 black people killed. Most weren't even part of Turner's will. New laws passed to restrict what slaves could do. Proving that resistance scared them through and through. We reached our breaking point, no longer disappointed. Rise up, fight back, we won't be exploited. Revolution in our veins, through our he aims, yeah. Stone on rebellion, 20 whites dead in the road. Marching toward Florida where Spanish freedom flowed. Jimmy led the people with a cry for liberty. But militia crushed them down brutally. Every small resistance, every act of sabotage. Burning down the bonds, working at a slower gauge. Poisoning the masses, running to escape. Each one was a breaking point, they couldn't reshape. We reached our breaking point, no longer disappointed. Rise up, fight back, we won't be exploited. Revolution in our veins, through our BEAs, yeah. Margaret Garner killed her daughter, wouldn't let her be enslaved. Said she'd rather her child be in a grave than suffer through the horror she had witnessed every day. That's a mother's love displayed in a tragic way. Breaking point means different things to different souls. Some fall back with violence, some had other goals. But everyone who resisted showed the world their strength. Freedom was worth fighting for, no matter what the length. Pushed too far, every scar. Led the moments where they showed who they are. Breaking points throughout the history of pain. Show the system it could never fully tame.
Fully fucking tame. Fully fucking tame. Multiple streams of income, that's how legends eat. Never put your eggs in one basket on the street. Diversify your revenue, make your money repeat. Multiple streams flowing, success complete. Success complete. Success complete. Got my podcast money, merchandise flying off shelf. Consulting on the side, teaching people wealth. Real estate rentals, adding to my health. Stock dividends arriving, building stealth. Affiliate marketing while I'm sleeping in my bed. Online courses selling, getting people fed. Information products, put the knowledge in their head. Multiple streams of income, that's how I'm ahead. YouTube ad revenue, sponsors paying fees. Patreon supporters, they believing in me. Book deals on the table, movie rights for free. Licensing my content, intellectual property. Speaking engagements, getting paid to talk. Coaching clients one-on-one, teaching them to walk the path to independence. Financial freedom stalk, multiple income streams, that's my money talk. E-commerce business, drop shipping the wave. Dividend paying stocks, that's the money I save. Peer-to-peer lending, interest that I crave. Royalties from music, every single rave. 7 income streams, that's the minimum required. When one dries up, other 6 stay fired. Job security a myth, don't be foolish, don't be tired. Multiple streams, the only way to be inspired. Don't depend on one, build your empire wide. Multiple streams of income, let your money collide. Financial security from every single side. Multiple streams forever, that's our pride. That's our pride. That's our pride. That's our pride. That's our pride.
Before they drew the maps and renamed our land, we built empires with our own two hands. Golden Timbuktu, knowledge in our scrolls. Mansa Musa showed the world who controlled the gold. Yeah, kingdoms rose from Kush down to the Bend. Bronze and iron working cities disciplined. Scholars, warriors, traders on the Nile. We were royalty, been had that style. We were kings before the chains came. Chiefs before they tried to break our name. Crowns on our heads, not just in our dreams. Royal bloodline flowing through our veins supreme. We were kings. Remember where we came from, feel the rain. 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 Song and empire stretched across the sand. Universities when they barely had plans. Astronomers mapping out the stars at night. Metallurgists forging weapons for the fight. They don't teach it in the books, they give to us. How we navigated oceans, built cities from the dust. Zimbabwe stone walls, still standing tall. Proof we were architects before the fall. We were kings before the chains came. Chiefs before they tried to break our name. Crowns on our heads, not just in our dreams. Royal bloodline flowing through our veins supreme. We were kings. Remember where we came from, feel the rain. 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 Ask them trading with the Romans and the Greeks. Our ancestors were powerful, now Miko we. Ghana, Mali, Congo, read the facts. We were self-sufficient, that's what they try to redact. So when they try to tell you where you from, know your history started with the rising sun. We reclaim the narrative, rewrite the pain. Descendants of the monarch, still we reign. We were kings before the chains came. Chiefs before they tried to break our name. Crowns on our heads, not just in our dreams. Royal bloodline flowing through our veins supreme. We were kings. Remember where we came from, feel the rain. 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 Crown heavy, but we built for this weight. Ancestors watching, we gon' elevate. From the motherland to the concrete streets. Still royal, still rising, still elite. Kings recognize kings, that's the code we know. Heritage eternal, watch the empire grow.
Yeah. We walked through Cordoba when it was the light. Most advanced city shining through the night. While Europe was dark, we brought a renaissance. They studied at our feet, we gave them a chance. Our medicine saved lives across the land. Our navigation tools put the world in their hand. Then they turned those ships around the African shores. Started hunting down descendants of the Moor. Yeah, we taught them everything they claim to know. Now they profit off our labor, still won't let it go. Build their wealth on our suffering and our pain. While they walk in privilege, we carry the chain. They needed bodies for tobacco, sugar, and cotton fields. So they justified the horror with religious shields. Said we weren't human, just 3/5 at best. Used the Bible to explain away the rest. Yeah, but we were architects of algebra and astrology. They learned from our scholars, studied our cosmology. Now they act like we emerged from nothing at all. Like we weren't ruling empire standing tall. Amalgamation was strategic and cruel. Braid a bloodline, that was their rule. Light skin, dark skin, divided by a shade. All while picking crops in the fields we made. Fruitful for their pockets, deadly for our kin. They got wealthy off our labor, that's the greatest sin. But you can't keep truth buried forever in the ground. Our Morris roots are calling, hear the ancient sound, yeah. Before the ships we wore the crown. Before the chains we ran the town. History's a weapon when it's properly taught. Remember we were kings, remember we were born. They drew the lines around the blocks in red ink. Kept us trapped in ghetto, wouldn't let us think. About prosperity, or climbing up the brink. Of economic freedom pushed us to the drink. Systematic segregation in the housing game. Denied us loans, I calling it another name. Built the suburb for them, left us with the shame. But we building our own empire just the same. From the red line blocks to the platinum chain. We're rewriting history, breaking all their reigns. They boxed us in but couldn't stop our game. Revolution flows through our urban veins. Gentrification pushing out the culture that we made. They steal our style, our sound, the foundation that we laid. Then raise the rent until the whole community can't stay. Watching our own neighborhood slowly fade away, but we ain't leaving quiet. We ain't going soft. We on these streets, every alley, every law. They can try to price us out, but at what cost? The soul of the city, the culture they lost. From the red line blocks to the platinum chain. We rewriting history, breaking all their reigns. They boxed us in but couldn't stop our game. Revolution flows through our urban veins. They want us fighting each other for the crumbs they drop. But we see the bigger picture, now we at the top. Of a movement that they never gonna stop. United for rising, watch that hammer drop. From food deserts to bank deserts in our hood. They extract all the wealth but give us nothing good. We building black on businesses like we should. Taking back the power in our neighborhood. Dreams deferred but never dead inside our minds. We breaking through the barriers, crossing all the lines. Creating generational wealth despite their designs. The revolution's here, just read the signs. Yeah. Yeah. 400 years of labor that we never got paid. Built that whole economy from every brick we laid. From the cotton field to the railroads that we made. But they act like reparations is some kind of charade. We demanding what we owe plus the interest rate. For the generational trauma and systematic hate. For the stolen land and wealth they accumulate. While we struggle just to put some food upon our plate. Reparations due, we want every dime. For the stolen hours, the stolen time. They profited from our ancestors' crime. Now it's payment time, we on a climb. They gave land to everybody but the folks who bled. 40 acres and a mule, that's what Sherman said. But they took it back and gave us sharecropping instead. Keep us working for the system until we drop dead. Economic terrorism for generations deep. Wealth got why they counted sheep.